Okay, let's talk about this a bit further. Luciano Zaccara is an associate professor in Gulf politics at the Gulf Studies Centre at Qatar University. He joins us now live from Doha. So it's been 2 months since that previous hostage deal, and now this medical aid for humanitarian aid agreement. How significant is it, and how long has this been in the making, do we know?
Well, it is significant because after 2 months we reach a deal which gives us a ray of hope that there is still room for diplomacy, in this case between Qatar and France, that they were able to achieve this deal. But on the other hand, it's giving you the idea that the conflict is still going to take a lot of time. I mean, the amount of medicines that they were provided for Gaza, at least for the hostages that they are in Hamas, under control of Hamas, are for more or less 3 months, which means that the expectations on both sides is that this conflict will not stop, at least until then. With the picture we saw before with the previous interviewee, 3 months is a lot of time for many people that they are suffering the consequences of this war. I mean, it's difficult to think about authorities thinking that this conflict can be extended instead of making a decision that paralyzed that.
And we understand that the French were involved also in these talks that have, of course, been mediated by Qatar. Do we know in what capacity they have been lending their assistance to it?
Qatar has been always active in diplomacy. They never stopped trying to negotiate a deal, a different kind of deals, with the participation of other partners. Egypt at some point, Jordan at other point. In this case, France contributed consistently in achieving this goal, mainly because there are also hostages, French hostages, in the hands of Hamas, and both achieved this deal that I repeat is important in terms of what they can do and showing that there is still room for negotiations. But I'm not very optimistic about what will happen in the future.
Yeah, there has been a lot of talk that this could be a sign that perhaps there will be a more fulsome truce or another hostage exchange down the line. Why aren't you that optimistic? Is it just because of this 3-month supply of medicines, or is there something else that's leading you to doubt further progress might be made?
I mean, to be honest, I always consider that the only leverage that Hamas has in order to avoid a bigger military operation by Israel is the fact that they have still the hostages. The problem is, once they release all the hostages, they will not have that leverage. So what Israel would do, considering that Netanyahu keeps repeating that the Israel objective is to eliminate totally Hamas, both politically and militarily, and so far they couldn't do it. I mean, the launch of many missiles a few days ago shows that Hamas will not disappear from Gaza, and the population is not willing to be governed by other people rather than Hamas. So without hostages, I don't see that Hamas can achieve anything in terms of allowing humanitarian aid to enter the Gaza Strip. But humanitarian aid is not enough. We don't need humanitarian aid here. We need to stop the war, we need to stop the military operations, and we need the people in Gaza to be able to return to their lives if there is something left.
Luciano Zaccara from Qatar, many thanks.